Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and I have my coffee. Got my coffee right here, and let's see. Ooh, need some coffee today. So for those of you who are following, hey, for those of you who are following the news or the weather, we've got a hurricane coming right for us. So it looks like it's going to be a 3 by the time it hits us. And so I probably will not be coming live on Wednesday. There's a possibility that I will, but more than likely not. Good morning, everyone. It's good to see you. So I just want to put that out there right now. On Wednesday, we may be hunkering down. So we'll see. Hopefully everything will be okay. Hopefully, Hurricane Adelia will slow her roll, and so that way, we can go live and everything will be okay. So, yeah. So it looks like that we are going to be in the direct path. So, thank you, and thank you, everyone. So just so you know, Wednesday is kind of up in the air. I'm not going to post anything until, if I go live, I'll just hop on. I won't put anything ahead of time, okay? Right now, I'm in Florida. Yes, we're in Florida. We're on the west coast of Florida, and we are right in, last night, in the middle of the night, I saw a tracker. And so on the coast of Florida, there was a blue line, and then there was a pink line. And the pink line was where it was going to hit. So we're in the pink line. And then the blue line is the outlying. And so we'll see. And, Jim Cantori, I don't know where he's at right now. I think he's down in Tampa area. They're going to be affected because, they're the swells and the surges and everything. And thankfully, when hubby's grandma was alive, she had a house right on the coast. And every time a hurricane came, her house would flood, even though it was elevated. So, but, so thankfully right now, nobody that is in our family is on the coastline. And so, yeah, so hopefully the flooding won't be a problem. But anyway, let's go ahead and say good morning. Let me back up the conversation here. And let's see. And let's see how far it'll let me go back. And I'll say good morning to everyone. Good morning, Alice. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And Naomi, good morning. Oh, 62 degrees in Kansas. That's awesome. Oh, and 60 in Toronto. Wow. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Amby. It's good to see you. Let me keep going. Oh no, and no elevator again today. They're doing a 5-year. Wow, you're like in the perfect storm this week, Alice. Oh my goodness. Tell you what, that coffee is good. Good. Oh yes, we will pray for your friend Anjanette, who's having surgery today, Amby. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Excuse me. Good morning, Patty Barker. It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. I am trying to go slow enough so that I can catch everybody, but you know how that goes. So, Naomi, did I say good morning to you? Good morning. Good morning, Patty Barker. Let's see. We had quite the chat this morning, didn't we? That's awesome. And Sheila. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Jessica. Good to see everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the bless you. Oh my goodness. So today's kind of a weird day. I guess I'm going to hop on the Weather Channel in a little bit and just kind of figure out what is going on. They're talking about, how it's going to be kind of a direct hit. So we'll see. We shall see. But we're good. We're good. We have, thank you for the bless yous. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Naomi. Oh my goodness. We have a Walmart pickup this morning. I haven't actually checked to make sure that we can still do the pickup. I'm pretty sure that we can. So I real quick added some water to that. We have enough bottled water for, normal use, but I just real quick added another bottled water so that we could have extra in case the power goes out and, or we're under, if there's flooding and everything and we have to not use the water. We'll see. So we're good. We're good. So on Saturday, hubby and I drove home from Tennessee to Florida. Excuse me. And so right now I'm in Florida, which is good because I wouldn't want to be in Tennessee and have, mom and dad down here during a hurricane and not be able to, get extra water and do, and just be here. I would want to be here. So I'm glad we're here. Hubby has an appointment tomorrow in the big city, and then also on Wednesday. But last I heard, Wednesday is when it's going to be pretty bad here. So I know we're not going to be on the road, so we're going to have to cancel those 2 appointments on Wednesday. We might be able to make tomorrow's appointment, but we're definitely going to be canceling Wednesdays. So, Saturday we drove home and we left the cabin. We didn't leave, early. We did leave in the morning, but we didn't leave early. It was probably about 11 in the morning. And we went the non-highway way until we got down to Macon, which is really a most pleasant trip. And I really enjoy doing that. I really do. We actually ended up going through downtown Athens, Georgia, where the Bulldogs, are from, and the Georgia Bulldogs. And she took us down Sorority Row. So there were all these old houses, really old houses with, and the first we saw of it, we were riding through town and we started seeing old houses, and I'm like, oh, look, there's, and hubby's like, look at these old houses. And then we see this group of gals, and they are super dressed up, and they looked like they could be in the movie Legally Blonde. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at those young girls. They are really dressed to the nines. And I said, oh, I bet they're pledges. And he's like, yeah, they look young. They were all they literally, you could have taken them and put them in that movie and they would have fit right in. It was so funny. And so then we just kept driving and it was like, oh, look, this is Sorority Row. And then we got through the Sorority Row, and then there were the guys and, fraternities and all their houses. And of course their houses were more manly. They weren't, balloons and flowers and all this other stuff, tied to the pillars, because these were like mansions. And so anyway, it was just interesting and really, it was just a different scenery. We had never been there before. And so anyway, it was just different scenery. So we made it to Buc-ee's in Georgia. Excuse me. And so then that's where we got on the highway. So that was really great. I enjoyed that ride. When we got into, we went over the mountain to Cherokee, North Carolina. And then as we left Cherokee, there's this big, 4-lane highway with a turn lane in the middle. So there's 5 lanes right across, and it's in the mountains. And oh, I know, stop that. I can't help it. I'm yawning. It seems to be my thing. Let me drink some more coffee. Maybe that'll help. So, so we were on this highway, and it was like a 7% grade, and it was like, signs saying use low gear, 7% grade. And so it was in the mountainous area, and we were going downhill, and I see this poor dog on the other side of the road, and the dog is crossing the road, crossing this highway, but thankfully it was really in that steep part. So cars going up, we're going slower, cars going down, we're, braking and already and paying attention to the grade and everything. Nobody was really speeding, through that area. But that poor dog. And so she was coming across, and Alice is yawning right now. Well, I'm glad that you're not a sociopath. So the poor doggy, was like crossing the road, and excuse me. Wow. I'm just full of life this morning, aren't I? Yawns and sneezes, and there's a lot of pollen around here right now, and a lot of dander. And so the poor doggy, I opened up the back door, and I was like, come on, baby, come on. And I have water. Hubby had grabbed some more water. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for blessing me. And so, the poor doggy was so thirsty and tired, and it looked a little skinny. And I don't know how long it had been out on the road by itself, whether it got lost or if it got dumped. The doggy ran from me, so poor thing. So good morning, Lydia. It's good to see you. Yarnworks by Lydia. It's good to see you. So don't forget what's on the floor over here, okay? Okay. So anyway, we didn't catch the dog, and achoo. Who's there? Achoo. I tell that to the girls all the time. Knock, knock. And then they say, who's there? And I say, ach. And they say, achoo. And I say, oh, bless you. First time I said that, they like looked at me, and then they went, oh. So poor doggy. Another couple on the other side of the road, they stopped, they got out, they had water. I saw they were trying to catch the dog, rescue the dog. And and then several other people had stopped. So anyway, the dog ended up running more up the mountain. And we even turned around and went up to see if maybe we could see her. So either she got caught or she ran down the side into the woods. So I don't know. But we tried, and other people tried. So that was interesting. So we spent some time doing that, and then one time we were going through a town, and I saw a Tractor Supply, so I pulled in to use the restroom, and then we just shopped around and looked around and everything. Of course, they didn't have any live chicks or anything because it's not the season for that. But, it's just fun to look around look around Tractor Supply, excuse me. We looked at some books and some planners and some, different things. And we didn't buy anything, but we just spent a little time in there, just walking around, looking at the things. And out front, they had some little mini chicken coops already put together. And they were really cute. And I was glad that I could see them because then I could kind of get my hands on like the nesting box area and actually kind of see what it looked like. And so that was good. I was glad to see that. That gave me a little more of an idea of what that looks like, so that when we build our chicken coop, I have an idea of what it should look like. So that was good. And but they were expensive. Oh my goodness. There was one it was really cute. Obviously, it's so cute. And it was white and it had 2 nesting boxes in it. And that one was $300, but it was sturdy and it had, shingled roof. And even on the nesting box, the top of the nesting box, when you lift it up, the top of that had shingles on it, which was interesting. I never thought about shingles on a nesting box, and I don't think I ever saw one on a picture of one, but anyway. Then they had one that was $400 and it had 3 nesting boxes and it was elevated and it had like a cage around it so that the chickens could go in and out of the little coop. But, something like that is going to be too small for what we're going to be doing. But it was interesting to see, and obviously you're paying for convenience. So anyway, so we wasted some time doing that. That was fun. And then we got to Buc-ee's and filled up the gas tank. I'm trying to think of what we did. And filled up the gas tank, and I ran in and got us a kolache, a sausage and cheese kolache. Really good. So they're in the bakery section, and so it's basically like a bun, so they have their bread dough and they put a sausage in there with some cheese, and then they close it up, and so it's like a sandwich, a pocket sandwich, right? And they bake it, and it's just really good. Of course, it's more bread than sausage and cheese, which is fine with me. I love bread, right? And which is just about the perfect, for me, the perfect ratio of bread to sausage. People that are real sausage eaters, they want more sausage probably. Maybe 2 links would be perfect for the size of bread that puffs up and bakes. But for me, it was just perfect. And then they have those pickles. They're called Oh Snap. And so they have those pickles, and they're individual, like dill pickles, whole dill pickles in a pouch. You can buy them there. And so that's kind of like our thing. We always buy a pickle. Those pickles are very dill, though, let me tell you. So if you ever get them, just be prepared, because they have a lot of strong flavor in them. They are not your everyday pickle. And so that was it there. And then we headed home. So we didn't get home until it was right before midnight. It was like 11:55. It was just right before midnight. So it was a pleasant ride. There wasn't a lot of people on the road, which really surprised me. Good morning, DR Threads. Good morning, Awanda. It's good to see you. And so that was fun. And then when we got home, our doggy Rosie, she was so surprised to see us and happy. So she slept with us. And then that little, oh, you love those pickles too? I do too. They are very bitey though. And if it's a big pickle, I can usually only eat half of it because it is full of flavor. And my mouth starts, they're really strong. Thank you. So I usually hand my, half my pickle over to hubby and he'll eat the rest of it. But little Shadow was so happy to have us home. all night long. She just kept rubbing her face on me. She would come up and rub her face on my face, and she doesn't ever do that. She will just like lay next to you or lay on you, but she was like rubbing, and then she'd go over to my hand and she'd put her head under my hand, and she'd make me pet her some more, and she just really, really missed us. So it was good to have, to be home. And yesterday, we had the bedroom door open, and she kept coming out and sitting on me on the couch, which before she was always too skittish, but because we would leave the door open, but she wouldn't come out. But she came out a lot yesterday. So that was good. So as far as doing a lot of crochet yesterday, I didn't, we drove a lot on Saturday. And then yesterday was just kind of a recovery day. I didn't nap, which I kept thinking, oh, I'm going to go take a nap. And then I'd do something else, and I'd be like, okay, and, after I get this done, I'll go take a nap. I didn't take a nap, but that meant that I slept okay yesterday, but I'm still really tired. So today we just have 2 pickups. We have a Sam's pickup and a Walmart pickup to do. And I'm glad that we got that in. I hope that it's not, that everything is not out of stock because of the hurricane coming. Schools are closed through Wednesday as of right now. And I guess depending on what happens, with the hurricane, we'll see if they'll be closed the rest of the week. Who knows, right? So we'll see. Anyway, it's been a couple years since we've had the threat of a hurricane. What was her name? Ada? I can't remember. Anyway, the last time, oh my gosh, the last time, it was before 2018 because we were in the house across the street. And we moved into the house across the street in 2018, or we moved out of that house. So it was before then. Oh, yeah, it was 2017 because my first granddaughter, Nicole, was not born yet. And it was September. So, wow. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, huh? So it was 2017 when we had the last hurricane that was, supposed to really hit us and that came this way. That one it wasn't a pleasant one. For us, it wasn't too bad because we did not lose power or internet or any of that, which was really highly unusual. I had friends that lost power all over, but we didn't. For some reason, we were in a little pocket that did not lose power, so that was good. Yeah. So anyway, I haven't done any crochet yet since we got home. I do have my bag here, and so we'll see. So tell me, let me live vicariously through you. Oh, and for those of you who missed it, Friday night, we had a really good Zoom. It was a lot of fun. We had some new people come on, and then we had some longtime people come on. Good morning, Patty. It's good to see you. Good morning, Drini. It is good to see you. Hey, Nikki. Good to see you. Good to see you. And so Friday night, so our Zoom was really good. Zoom was harder this time than I remembered in the past. It was really hard because when I only had my phone with me, and so I couldn't get more than one person to show up on my phone, and probably because it was my phone, and it wasn't going to give me little oh, you missed it. Darn, Nikki. But anyway, it was fun, and so I will do another another one soon. And so, oh, you're creating a cover for your mixer. That's nice. That's nice. Do you have a KitchenAid? I love those, and I have one, and so that's nice. Yeah, that's a nice idea, because then you keep the dust out, and you don't have to, you can, if you want, rinse out your bowl, but you don't have to worry about, anything else getting in there, and, or debris or anything, or kids touching it, and, all that good stuff. Or other people just moving it out of the way or whatever. So that's nice. I like that. Are you creating it yourself, the pattern? Because that would be really super. That's incredible. I was dreaming the other night about sewing, and I haven't sewn anything in a really long time. The last time I sewed anything was in 2017, and I sewed a quilt and bumpers and different things for the cradle for our granddaughter. And so that was the last time that I sewed anything. I don't like following patterns. How about you? I like to sew and just make up my own pattern. Kind of like how I'm planning to do the chicken coop and the I'm just gonna start, putting boards together. So you'll see, it'll be fun. I don't plan on, following any plans or anything. I just plan on doing it myself. So, I have the idea in my head how it's going to happen, and so yeah, I just got to get that the drill. My only thing is I have to learn how to use a saw. To do to make the chicken coop and everything, right? Oh, you're going to add pockets for the accessories. Nice. I would hope. Write it down as you do it, because yeah, that would be a really good pattern. And then you could show it and actually, sell your pattern. You could even do a tutorial on it, Naomi. Wow. Have you ever thought about doing that? You could definitely do that, and grow your channel that way. Wow. Grow your audience that way too. That's nice. I love it. I love it. So speaking of tutorials, we've got our Christmas, 12 weeks of Crochet Christmas coming up. It is going to start Saturday, September the 9th. So not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday is when our Christmas, 12 weeks of Crochet Christmas is going to start. The last time I did that, it was, oh my, it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. So, I can't even remember exactly when it was. Can't remember. But anyway, it was good. So it was fun. Those tutorials are still out there. Check them out. There's some really good ones. So if you need some crochet inspiration for Christmas, go on over there and check them out. And then as far as this year, it's going to be all new tutorials, and so it's going to be fun, and I can't wait. It's going to be really fun. So we'll get going on that, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, September 9th, and so check that out. I'm going to make a little advertisement. Oh, you do like the gnome jar cover? Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun to make, and I just remember, it was like really creative, because I was just, I really enjoyed that. That one was not just crochet, but then you had the, you had to brush out the yarn to make the beard, and there was some cutting, and, it was just really kind of cool. It had a little bit of an amigurumi type feel to it when you made the hat. I made that hat crooked, and I know a lot of times gnomes have, you know, straight hats, but I wanted mine to be crooked. And oh, you're making 4 of them. Nice, nice. I love how that pattern can be changed up to be any creation you want. Like you can make it, you know, the Santa Claus colors. You can make it a spring color. You can make it any season. You can make it anything. Hey, Connie, how are you? Spreading some Connie and Buddy love. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Connie, I'm so glad that Buddy is in such a good home, and that you are like Buddy crazy, and I love it. I love it. I couldn't be happier. That is so fun. Right, that's what I liked about that one too, is because you could make that anything for any season, any color. You know, you could just change it up. You could make it a leprechaun, you know, and put a little clover on his hat, or you could do the spring thing. You could do the Christmassy thing. You could make it an Olaf, like a you know, Olaf from Frozen. You could make it an Olaf one, you know, and do little snowflakes on him. You know, you could just about do anything. Right? Buddy is kind of taking over her crochet table, hasn't he? Yeah. Buddy is really enjoying. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Connie says, I love my Buddy boy. I'm so glad, Connie. I tell you what, I'm so happy that he is in such a good home and that you love him. And he is, like, he can be a grumpy old man, or he can be, you know, like really cute. And, but he does have a personality, doesn't he? And he is like the boss, don't you think? I think he's the boss. And I just love that boy so much. Oh my goodness. I always love just kissing that little boy's head. And he only let me do it, like, maybe I could get 2 little kisses in, but and then he's like, ew, you know, get off me, lady. And but he's just so cute. I love that boy. So I'm so glad that he's in a good home. Oh my goodness. And you know, he's kind of taken over as the star of the channel. Right? Oh my goodness. When he was laying on your crochet tutorial table and he was just like, yeah. You asked him, Buddy, are you a grumpy old man? And he just kind of looked over at you like, what are you talking about? Right? He wouldn't let you film the knit along. Oh my God. See, he is the boss. Oh my gosh. He is the boss of you. Oh, I know. I know. It happens. Our animals just boss us around sometimes. They do. So, yeah, so I haven't gotten any fresh crochet done since I got home, but hoping to film another tutorial so I can stay up to date with the, you know, with the upcoming 12 weeks of Crochet Christmas, so that I can keep ahead of the game, because that's the whole point, is for me to stay ahead of the game so that I'm not scrambling at the last minute, right? Yeah. So I have a new update on the Cedarcraft channel too, but for some reason, and of course I use the same thing, the same camera, the same everything, and it's telling me that it's not what do you call it? It's not supported or something. So I don't know. I did just do an update on my phone. So Connie says, I plan to work on my crochet along when I get back from physical therapy today. Oh, a Frankie scarf. Nice. Nice. She's going to be doing a Frankie scarf. That's cool. That is sounds like a Halloween thing going on there. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to let you go. thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Saturday was a really fun day on the road. Oh, let me tell you something fun. So, I have like a little message chat that I'm in, and with a group of really, really nice gals. And so we were driving on the road, and every now and then we'd hear a ding, ding, ding. It was an update, right? Because a new message was coming through. And so we were driving along, and hubby's like, oh my goodness, who keeps, messaging you? And I'm like, well, I think, my message group that I'm in, that I'm a part of, they're having a chat in there today. And so there was a lot of ding, 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 ding. So we had this kind of like, not a bet, but like, we predicted when we got home how many messages would be on that chat, on that group chat. And so I guessed 98, because there were a lot of dings coming through, right? And hubby, he guessed 105. Well, we both overestimated. So I think it was around 70 messages for that day. And so I counted them. So anyway, we kind of overestimated how many chats there were on that in that chat group, but it was fun because every time I heard a ding, I knew it was my friends chatting away and having a good day. And I was driving, so I didn't obviously check. You don't text and drive, and so, but we were just having fun listening to the dings, and then when we got home, I counted it up. So. I was like, that was my way of staying connected with everyone in that group, like trying to, pay attention to the dings and everything. And we just kind of chuckled. We had a good time thinking about all the fun chats that was going on, So anyway, that was a fun thing from Saturday. And so I'm going to let you go. I hope that you have a great Monday. Have a safe week. And I hope that you just enjoy the last dregs of August, and we're getting ready to get into September and hopefully some cooler weather. A week from today is our Labor Day, so it's a holiday for us. And it always seems like after Labor Day is when, thank you everyone. After Labor Day is when, the air starts to cool down and everything. So I always, before I moved to Florida anyway, I always really looked forward to that time, because then it was almost like a switch would turn and it would just get cooler. So anyway, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to hear what's going on in your world next time. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will chat with you next time.